Hello, hello, hello. It's me, Stephen Lee, your humble guide through this transmission of the Black Wall podcast. I want to thank everybody, as always, for joining us in this process of building the Black Wall to ensure financial education and investor strategies be shared with the Black and Brown investor globally. We would like to thank our new people first time watching. Welcome to the family. Black Wall family is here to give security and protection through financial means for the Black and Brown community, investor, and inventor. Today is a special episode, per usual, I should say. We are having our first quarterly family meeting, our shareholder founders meeting, if you will, where we discuss the vision, the implementation of the vision, and the work and steps that we are in the process of doing and investing into this brand and platform in order to make sure we continue to bring the most objective, real, and raw content in the space, in the ecosystem. We are so happy and elated with the response and the just sheer support that we've received for season 1. And with that, we intend to keep pushing, keep our foot on the neck of the industry in season 2. I invite you to check out a sample, if you will. It's a long sample, if you will, because it's almost an hour. It's like 58 minutes on our YouTube channel of the first episode of season 1, emotional stock market crash. It's the realest and rawest episode I feel like we've done. It was amazing. Shout out to Robert, St. Michael. I mean, it was so powerful and impactful. I can't express and begin to explain the amount of DMs and emails that I've received and phone calls personally about the episode. So I invite you guys to check that out on our YouTube channel, just so you can see the level of production, the level of lighting, editing, set design. I mean, just the list goes on, the team, marketing, everything. I want to thank the whole Black Wall media and podcast team for the endless hours of work it took to just begin the process of rolling out season 2 the way we feel is only right and appropriate for our family. I also want to talk about the importance of structure and bringing a certain level of business acumen, as well as the responsibility that I feel that I have as the chairman here at Black Wall Media. I started this whole vision because I really did think it's important to not talk at people when it comes to investment and money, and not belittle people and not feel that we have to be a certain way or look a certain way in order to be taken seriously or have our ideas and our point of view and our hustle, our just genuine hustle respected. So today we are having our shareholders, family members, founders meeting, if you will. And I am dressed as the part because I respect the position as chairman. So I have on my chairman clothes. I stopped short of the bow tie because we're not at our year end meeting, which I will be having a bow tie on for, because that's my responsibility. But I do want to come to you from the desk and talk more in a capacity to get everyone to understand what we've put into the mission, what we've invested into the mission, and what we need to do to continue to move forward to invest in the mission, right? So what I don't like, and you guys know this from following me on Instagram, which I'm active every day, BLKWall_podcast. I hate these videos, you know, the look up, Like, I hate that shit. So we're not doing that. I think that's that's a little bit beneath our caliber. So what we are going to talk about is what it's taken so far to build this to where it gets to thousands of people every week. And also the different lanes that we're using and avenues we're using to cross market our other companies and IP and brands that we believe in, as well as how we are going to push the financial education and investment strategy line forward daily, right? So as you guys know, because we're all here following, we release twice a week so far. We release on Wednesday and Sunday. All streaming platforms everywhere. What we're going to do to change for season 2 is that we're going to add tremendous value, right? I believe in adding value. On the streets, you want to make sure you have the biggest sack for the cheapest prices to ensure you have customers. So for me, I'm just going to continue with that same mantra and mindset, and I want to make sure that the Black Wall podcast and Black Wall media in general is going to give you the most out of your monthly subscription that you have across the board, right? So we all have 1 million monthly subscriptions. Half of them we forget about. The other half, we're not sure if we want to keep every month, but we're pretty lazy about really deleting them. I don't want to fall in that category. I want to fall in the category where you feel like you're stealing from me every month because the amount of content, education, mind check, networking possibilities is just so tremendous that tier, whatever tier you've decided to join in on Patreon, is just over, or the value is over what you could have expected. That's my promise to you. That's my mission, and that's what we as a company are committed to delivering to you. Right. So with that, as you know, we have multiple brands, we have IP, we have the podcast. So we've moved to Patreon. So as promised, April 16th, which is today, we have started season 2 already. So this is the second episode of season 2. You're listening to it, you're watching it, you're experiencing it, you're feeling it. Now, what I feel as a company, what we've done is given you what's called proof of concept, right? Let's walk through step by step. Like if we were trying to go and get investors, right? This is the kind of conversation we would be having. So this is the conversation I'm going to respect you guys and have with you, because I want you guys to invest in me just like I've invested in you guys and in the whole brand and idea. So proof of concept is that in all transparency, we had, or I had, however you want to say it, had an arbitrary number in mind that I did not want to invest over for the first season. And that was, I didn't want to go over $10,000. Just being honest, wife, don't kill me. Have not hit that mark. And as you can tell, we've gotten professional everything. I mean, mics, equipment, wires, lights, staging, set design, the space to actually shoot all this stuff, technology, laptops, servers, marketing team. The list goes on and on and on, right? These are things that we had to invest in order for me to feel that we were really going to make an impact in a positive light in the financial investment space, especially for the black and brown financial investment space, right? I don't have a bunch of fancy pieces of paper on the wall for a reason, right? I'm not about that shit. This lets you know where we're at. We're at Black Wall Street, okay? That's where we're at as far as mindset in the space of today's economy. Right. If we do our history, there's a lot of things that are mirroring today's 2023 that might have mirrored a lot of what's going on in 1923. And if you follow me, you follow me. If you don't, you don't. So we also want to continue to invest in technology in the platform that we bring our transmission to you in. So we've recently switched over podcast host servers, which is like a lot of techie talk. It's a lot of RSS feeds. It's a lot of calling Amazon, Apple, Google, everybody, and talking to them about making sure that they have the updated licensed version of the IP, which is the Blackwall podcast. So over the past week, we've been kind of tinkering with that. We've revamped our website, blackwallpodcast.com. That's where you're going to be able to kind of go and navigate a lot of stuff. The Patreon's set up, so you're going to be able to listen to all the full audio and video starting this week's installment on Wednesday. Have a great episode lined up for you on that one. So things are integrating, moving forward as we plan. Now, the part that we do need from you guys, right? I really need this, is I need the feedback. Because the feedback is what's going to allow us to know where to put our operational dollars that are the most impactful for our family, the Blackwall family. This isn't about ego jacking me, right? So if you've noticed, we've tinkered with a lot of different things to try to minimize the ego-driven nature of the space, right? So just because we're talking about money, just because we're talking about investments, just we're talking about business and companies, does not mean that we're going to lose the focus and the importance of team building, as well as community building, as well as sustainability and generational wealth building, right? That is our number one focus, and we're going to make sure we drill that down this whole season, right? So that's where the master's classes are coming in. That's where the master's classes for the kids and giving the bird's eye view on that process is coming in. The daily website. I mean, I'm so excited about this, guys. I know I sound like a fucking infomercial, but it's the truth. My dream has always been to bring a Bloomberg-esque style approach and level of information sharing to the black and brown investor from a ground up level. So that's the whole vein and narrative and zeitgeist, if you will. I'm stealing from Tom Keene, that this is coming from. So the website, the-marketnews.com, is a new acquisition that's been made so that the black and brown investor in the Blackwall fam can have a daily updated premium financial news website to go to, right? Every day, just like a Bloomberg. But this is for us to be able to watch in the markets and areas of the economy that most impact our people, right? So once again, that link is going to be in the description. So excited about it. It's updated daily. It has crypto charts. It has the Dow 500. I mean, it's a legitimate premium financial news website. Rivals anybody. I will put it up against a Bloomberg. I'll put it up against anybody. Now, the beauty of it, it's free. It's free. It's completely free, right? So this isn't about anything other than making sure that we have a well-rounded message. We have all types of avenues for people to tap in, plug in, and water their financial mind, investment mind, and their overall portfolio, whatever that is, whether it be tech, whether it be real estate, whether it be, anything, cutting hair. I mean, it doesn't really matter, man. The whole goal is to make sure that you're taking your revenues and your skill set and turning it into a long-term investment, right? There's so many different long-term investments that I'm not here to pick out one. I'm just here to tell you have to do one, right? It's your responsibility for the next generation and for the greater Blackwall in general. So I want to also talk to you guys about the importance of this YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is important because it's going to allow our marketing team to have, I don't want to say an up-to-date daily idea of the traffic we get, because there's so many different areas that we get traffic. They compile it all, but I feel like YouTube is like the beginner block for all good things that come from content, right? YouTube is like the library that I wish I had as a kid. So we are going to make sure that we put just as much effort into our YouTube channel in the free content is that we're going to put into our premium content. The only difference other than the scale and the depth of information that is going to be given, which is actually pretty big fucking difference. So let me stop lying. There's a huge difference, right? But sometime I've realized that everybody's not ready for the main course. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Everybody's not ready for the main course, especially when we're talking about business and finances. And so YouTube is the appetizer. It's the starter. It's where you can kind of get your feet wet, understand what we're talking about in the Black Wall, what our overall philosophy is, without having to listen to me talk for 30, 40 fucking minutes. You see what I'm saying? You'll figure out if you like it or if you don't pretty quick that way. So, just to recap, we've got the weekly podcast. The family's on it. You guys know about it. That's why we're all here together. Come straight to your phone or however you listen to it. We're there. What we're adding now is the Patreon subscription-based full content. That we're adding. I need you guys to go ahead and get that Patreon, download it, find Blackwall Podcast. Let's make it happen, okay? I need 50 founders. That's what I need. I need 50 founders to make sure that we can continue to be independent and generate the growth, right? Because this is now about growth. We're here. We're here now. I'm on the block. I've carved out my spot. Ain't nobody taking it from me. The question is are we going to grow? And I believe we are, because we're putting something out there that's fucking contagious. So it's got no choice but to grow. It's positive and it's contagious, and it makes people money. Sounds like success. So we're going to make sure that we have all the different avenues clicking and jumping. Okay. No one spot is more important to me than the other. So I need you to go on YouTube. I know everybody has a YouTube page. I mean, not page, but channel. Everybody listens to the shit or whatever the fuck it's called. Because I know I do. I got my own junk food that I watch on YouTube. My algorithms, nobody's algorithms, anybody's business, right? Because I listen to a bunch of bullshit on there. But what I also do have is I make sure that I have a certain amount of good stuff for my brain in my algorithms, right? So go ahead and fucking subscribe to that shit, man. It's not that big of a deal, bro. Blackwall Podcast. You see what we doing. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way I can get in your mix. You can see what's going on with me, and I can see what's going on with you. That's for the free ski. Fuck with the podcast. Listen to it. We still going to drop it, but it's not going to be full content for free no more. Okay? So you're going to get updates like this. We're going to have light conversation. I'm going to tell you what's going on. That's for the free ski now on the audio side. For the real hot diggity dog, full audio, you know where to go, man. I'm not gonna be ashamed because I'm running a company. You see what I'm saying? We're running a company. We're having a financial podcast, so I'm gonna be honest about the ins and outs of it, right? So that's the subscription based part of this equation. Then there's the ad traffic, algorithm based, help my marketing team figure some shit out, keyword surge, optimization part, which is the website, which is follow me on Instagram, which is hit me with the DMs, which is emailing me so you can get on the Blackwall Weekly Note. Those are the things that I need to go ahead and create some synergy so I can, you know what I'm saying? So let's make that happen. I'm going to continue to do my part as a chairman and steer this ship right, not let it get corrupted, continue to bring objective, raw, real conversations, content, and strategies to the black and brown investor. But I also need us to keep each other accountable. I need you to do your part. I need feedback. I need emails. I need DMs, right? Email is blkwallpodcast blackwallpodcast@gmail.com. Real simple. Instagram is BLK wall _ podcast. Instagram, Twitter. I need the feedback. We're going to have special events. It's getting hot outside. It's summer. You see, I got the seersucker on. Come on now. Get with me. We got events coming up. We got all types of shit. So I'm saying that to say, please follow us. Shoot me an email. Shoot me a DM. So I can have your information and I can keep you abreast of the movement. Because I'm telling you, we growing every single day, every single week, like by the hundreds and hundreds of new people every day. So I got to make sure that I have a cohesive game plan for everyone to follow so we can go ahead and gel and continue to build up the might that we've collected as a family. That's what I'm here to do. So let's make sure we hop on that, okay? Let's make sure we hop on that right now so that as I'm moving fast, the company's moving fast, the mission and the vision's moving fast, you can keep up. You can stay abreast because there's a lot of shit happening, okay? So once again, Stephen Lee, Blackwall Podcast, right? I'm gonna do the little point thing for y'all in YouTube world. That's the little point thing I'm going to do. Blackwall Podcast. And then we're on YouTube, Blackwall Podcast. Website, blackwallpodcast.com. Are you guys noticing the theme here? Do I need to keep fucking saying this shit? So if you don't find us, it's because you're not looking and you don't want to find it. So I'm not going to list out all the different fucking ways to find you or you to find us. We looking for you. We paying people to find your ass because you're a serious investor. That's how we came across you. You looking for us, find us, keep abreast, download, subscribe, all that good shit. We're going to stay in contact. We're going to keep growing the mission. And I'm going to continue to give you these family updates on our quarterly progression and decision making and where we plan on going so everyone can keep everyone accountable and keep the respect level high. So everyone have a great day. Once again, Stephen Lee, Blackwall Podcast. Have a great one. Bye-bye.